How should I approach my 23M girlfriend's 22F private Instagram? Okay, so I'm hoping she doesn't see this, but honestly at this point I can't even be bothered to care that much. To give some background, me 23M and my girlfriend 22F have been dating a little over a year and a half. We've never gotten into any real arguments or had any fights, but there have been some battles with me being insecure about her ex who she was still in contact with from time to time. I've always suspected she was never truly over him before getting with me. Towards the beginning she would often FaceTime and text him, and also she would often compare me to him, which I confronted her on and it stopped, at least to my face. During the early stages she mentioned having a separate Instagram account which was her personal thoughts that she only let close friends and family follow. She showed me some of the posts that were talking about me and it was all good stuff, and she said I can't follow, but she would let me look at some of it if I ask. I thought nothing of it and went on with life. Fast forward to the past few months. We got an apartment together and she has been dealing with a lot of depression. The depression was going on the whole time, but it seemed to be getting worse. She is always homesick after moving away from her family, and now they are splitting off to move farther away. She often enters a state where she is sad, shuts down and doesn't talk about anything. Whenever this happens, after she falls asleep for the night, I always would notice her phone buzzing. One day out of curiosity I checked it and saw that it's people liking a post on her private account. My curiosity got the best of me and I snooped. There's posts with captions that range from, "I keep getting a feeling that I unfortunately know. I don't know what I will do without you," to stuff like, "Off the record I've been thinking of you a lot lately." I am assuming referring to her ex. I've never said anything about any of it because obviously I'm in the wrong for snooping in the first place, but unfortunately I don't think I regret it because otherwise I would have no idea what her thoughts about our relationship is. It's been a bit since I've bothered checking, but I decided to check this morning and there is a slew of posts from the past week that keep mentioning her, living in the past, and the one from last night that said, "It's better when I pretend it's you." That last bit feels like a tipping point. To know she imagines that I'm her ex when we have sex, and feels comfortable enough to humiliate me by notifying all her friends and family of this on her page feels absolutely devastating. Before I get ripped apart by the comments, yes, I know that I am in the wrong for snooping in the first place. Everything that I found doesn't quite justify my actions. Regardless, I do believe it is better to know about it compared to being completely oblivious. How should I approach this? I should just keep my head down and wait until the lease ends at the start of July? Should I tell her about seeing everything and risk an awkward trust-lacking remaining months of our lease? I don't really want to have sex with her anymore, and if I go that route she will definitely know something is up. Edit. A lot of people saying drop her, and that was already the plan before the post. The main issue would be dealing with the lease. Neither of us really have anywhere else to go at the moment. Is snooping wrong? Sure. But you're living with and she doesn't consider you close enough to add to her personal account? That's fucked up. Yes, I would confront her and frankly drop her lying ass. Who needs to be a consolation prize? You're her boyfriend, so if you're not gonna be on it, who is meant to be on it? Tears of joy. To know she imagines that I'm her ex when we have sex, and feels comfortable enough to humiliate me by notifying all her friends and family of this on her page feels absolutely devastating. Yeah, that is truly the poison pill that has doomed the relationship. I don't think that's recoverable. Also, those kind of doubts are something you can deal with a month into the relationship. If she's still thinking this after a year and a half together, then there really is no hope. Wait until the lease ends at the start of July? You could tough it out if it was 2-4 months, but that's basically a whole other year. Don't submit yourself to that kind of emotional torture. The mental damage will take years of therapy to recover from. I personally would bring up the private Instagram and say, "Hey, we've been dating long enough, I feel like I should be let into that circle." If she says no, I'd ask to see it, and if she only lets you see certain posts, then you could bring that up as the crux of the issue. Because the issue is that she isn't letting you see it because she is posting things that would upset you. If she shows you all of the posts, she might be able to provide missing context, or at least shows she open to sharing with you. If you don't think she is over her ex, you don't have to stay. You can also try to work through it if you want to keep the relationship. But a conversation definitely needs to be had. You call it curiosity, but it's a survival instinct. It's fair to snoop when she clearly and intentionally was hiding something from you. If those posts are about her ex, she is cheating on you emotionally, and it makes no sense for you guys to be together anymore. Don't try to tough it out until July, that sounds horrible. I'd ask what she is hiding on her IG from you. Then she has a chance to explain, and maybe there's a good explanation to all of this. I'm sorry you are going through it. Info. Do you know if she has allowed her ex to follow her private profile? I, 37M, don't want to celebrate my birthday with my wife, 33F. We've been married for 7 years and together 8-9. Most of the time for my birthday she's fought or complained about where we go to dinner. A few years back I was having a panic attack about what to do for my birthday. She wanted us to sit down somewhere and didn't like the options I picked, and the one that worked, luckily, was able to take a reservation. Prior, I picked some places that she would like and would be different. Last year, we went out early. She started a fight by mentioning how we should have gotten a house during the pandemic and that we didn't bid high enough, etc. And blamed me for it. I tried to calm the situation. I was able to assuage it and turned it into a good time. Early evening, sun still out. She wasn't feeling well, so we went home. She went to bed and I said I was going to go back out, so I stayed out a few hours. For her birthday, I planned something good. Last year I took her to a Michelin star restaurant, expensive wine trips, so on. I get her a special cake. Previous years I'd invite all her friends out to go party and pay the bill. Every year all I want to do is get a pizza and a beer. I'm a cheap date, but I like it. One of the years, I was just thinking about it. We were walking back and she was complaining about something years earlier. I just thought, this is the one time of year you pretend to be nice to someone, except maybe Christmas. I'm having a panic attack thinking about my birthday. I just want to sleep through the day and have it be over. Not doing something with her isn't an option. Obviously that would affect our relationship. Why are you married to this woman if she makes you unhappy? Sounds like she's quite narcissistic. If the focus isn't on her, she'll make something happen to pull the attention back to her. That's exhausting for you, as her husband. And imbalanced. And unfair. Sounds like torture, honestly. It would be equally hard to get her to see that she's deeply entrenched in her own way of seeing without being able to look at herself from the outside in. Maybe gift yourself a separation for your birthday and see how that goes. Why are you still together? This sounds exhausting and frankly draining as hell. Does she make you happy otherwise? It's your birthday. You should be able to do or not do anything you want. If she has a problem with it, that's her problem. Don't make it yours. Maybe it's time for a real talk, and not just accepting this any longer. Who wants to live their life like this? 90% of Reddit relationship issues could be solved in under 30 seconds by one person standing up for themselves and letting the chips fall where they may. I 35 male am separated from my wife 40 female. Am I dating too soon? I feel so conflicted right now. Long story short, wife of 6 years wants a divorce. We have 2 children together. Every step of the way I have told her I don't want to split and want to try and save the marriage. Recently we went to couples counseling. She has agreed to keep going but says she wants to mainly to ensure the separation is amicable. I moved out 2 months ago. We haven't had any physical romance in 5 months, and there's been a lack of affection from her for years. So in one sense I am starved for companionship. Yet I still love her. I spoke to her about dating recently. She said she isn't interested in dating anyone for the foreseeable future but would be happy if I found someone to date who made me happy. TBH, that was shocking because I would feel devastated if she dated so soon. I downloaded Bumble and started swiping, but I haven't been able to message anyone. I feel sick using it, like I'm cheating on her. Part of me has hope that this therapist will help us resolve our differences, and part of me is wondering if I am delusional. Please advise. Should I put myself out there or wait? Delete the app. You're not even divorced yet, you're desperate and just going to hurt yourself further, along with anyone you would end up dating. Get through this and heal. Then date. You are not healthy enough to date now. You are not ready to date, and you are going to fuck with a lot of other people's emotions knowingly going on dates as a still legally married man. Whatever else happens, leave other women out of your emotional issues. I would heal first, and find yourself, because dating or hooking up with someone. You've been with your wife for 6 years, so I think it would be best to get to know you first, because knowing someone new. I'm sorry, is this for real? In your own post you state you love her and don't want a divorce. Why in the world are you asking whether it's too soon to be dating? Obviously the answer is yes. It is unfair to anyone for you to waste their time when you aren't available to them. You and your wife need to figure out what you're doing, then focus on that. If you do divorce, you need therapy, healing, and only then will you be ready to date. Don't drag another person into this. Don't subject some woman to this mess. You're not even divorced and still have feelings for your wife. Why would you put this in an innocent bystander? Don't date, you're not ready for that. You're still in love with your wife, and need time to grieve the end of the relationship and close it out properly. I mean both emotionally and legally divorce. If you date now, you are only going to either get hurt, or hurt innocent women who want love and commitment, since you don't have that to give in your state. They're not chatbots, they're real people. Instead, go to therapy, work out, connect with family and friends, invest in your career and hobbies. Rebuild yourself. You need to get to the point where you love yourself too much to keep wanting someone who doesn't want you. Mike, 25M, girlfriend, 25F, wants me to be jealous. What should I do, Jay? So I've dated this girl for 2 years now and there's always been a difference in our confidence. I am very confident and secure in myself and my relationships, whilst she's very insecure, which is fine. However, I've noticed a pattern where she wants me to be jealous, which I hate. I'm not a jealous person and I trust her. A week ago she was out partying with some friends. She came home during the night bragging about all the guys who said she looked beautiful and that some invited her to their table. My first reaction is, of course people hit on her, she's gorgeous, and that I only care about how she responds, because I can't blame other guys for hitting on her before she tells them that she has a boyfriend. However, she brought it up 3 more times and at that point I started to get irritated, not because she got hit on, but because I feel like she wants me to be jealous and controlling. In her POV, she wants to make sure I care about her. But I show her that I love her in every way other than, in my opinion, negative traits such as jealousy and control. What is the best way to bring this up to her? Proceed. TLDR. My girlfriend wants me to be jealous by bringing up when people hit on her. I'm not a jealous person and it bothers me that she wants me to be one. She sounds desperate for validation. You should sit her down and check that crap. Because, whilst you say that it's fine that she's insecure, this is just a symptom of that, so no, it's not fine. This sounds exhausting. Also, it doesn't sound like it's only that she wants you to be jealous. It almost sounds like she's showing off to you that she's in demand or has other options or something, which is a bit weird. Has she had really toxic relationships before, been cheated on or anything like that? Oh Christ. All I'm predicting is that she's gonna eventually break up with you because there's no spark. But little does she know that the no spark as she claims is actually a healthy partner and relationship. She'll eventually meet someone toxic and will have this push-pull BS. She will get her partner jealous then and it will be a toxic addictive disaster. Then she will wish she had stayed. I've seen this type of thing before. You need to shut this down now. Me and my partner always laugh if someone comes onto the other one. We are secure and loyal and would never question each other. It's healthy. Your girlfriend needs a reality check. Your girlfriend's desperate for attention. You telling her she's beautiful isn't going to be enough because she'll meet another guy who will make her feel better and be mad you're not doing enough while rubbing him in your face. Don't trust her. She's literally telling you she's going out and getting hit on just to come home and rub it in your face. That's weird. That's truly weirdo behavior. Could never imagine having that little self-respect. Oh boy. I'm 26 man and I just got out of a 1.5 year relationship with someone of similar traits you've explained. I could go on and on, but that same toxic behavior I had to go through got old after a while. You want to grow with your partner, not play games. This sounds like a petty game. I got tired of playing petty games. Good luck.